Alright, hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here is going to review for Tomodachi Game Episode 9. So at the end of the last episode, Yuichi volunteered or asked to switch teams to K-Team or C-Team, one of the two. And so yeah, kind of have the observers kind of talking about it. When I'm the one that thinks they're like winning pretty much is like freaking out about why he would do that. Like, why would he want to switch pretty much when it means betraying his team? So yeah, and then the one that's been watching Yuichi says that she tends to think that he would be comfortable doing something like that to achieve his goal, something crazy. And she says that if this goes the way she thinks it will, the game's really going to start moving. And so yeah, kind of brings up how Tenji destroyed all their friendships in the second game, so yeah, he's kind of just doing this to spite him, is what he says. And so, yeah, they kind of, because you can't switch back to another team, so once you switch, you're stuck. And so, yeah, then they decide to have the captain decide. Yuichi kind of plays on it, starts laughing, says, "It's ridiculous that you guys can't make a simple decision by yourselves. You got to rely on the captain to do everything for you. So you got to rely on the captain to make every single move they want, pretty much." So he says, "Captain, may I please go PV," pretty much. That's like a way to spite them, or not really spite them, but provoke them. And then, yeah, of course, Shaktaro is the one who gets angry, the short-tempered one, and tries to punch him, but yeah. Kay grabs him and says that if you attack the other team, we'll immediately lose, which was kind of, yeah. Kay and Bonner are the ones who stop him. So Kay says he'll go call. So he does, and the captain says no. And says that we'll win even without him on our side, so there's no reason to bring him over to our side, pretty much. So he says, so don't get distracted and just trust me and carry out the plan. But if both of them switch to Group C, we'll be down to just the hider, so yeah. This is, for example, if Yuichi switches to working with us, he might trick us into telling him we're hiding his place. Yeah, so being smart about it. If just Yuichi switched, then he could just tell the girl pretty much where their hider is, and they'd be done. And then Maria says that it's too bad for them that this is all part of Yuichi's plan. And then we go back 2 days to where he pretty much tells us what he was planning, that she's gonna get under their skin, things like that. Or it says, yeah. The next 2 days they're not gonna do anything. He's just gonna get information basically by being with the other team. But yeah, he's only thinking about winning. So whatever it takes to win. And then he goes to her and says, pretty much the current situation. Says there's about a 10-to-1 chance this plan will fail. The only sure and simple way to find the other hider in friendly hide and seek is, to tail someone. Tail the other team when they deliver food. So yeah, this whole thing is about, like, basically patience. So yeah, normal hide and seek, you would choose the smallest, which would be Bonry or K, but instead they chose the captain. The biggest one who's biggest. So yeah. And Mario says, if your plan to switch sides fails, what next? And he says, before I tell you that, then he needs her absolute obedience, pretty much. Alright, and so then we go back to the present. Yuichi is kind of talking. Or, yeah, he changes his mind about switching because that plan fails. Hyakutarou, so yeah. Then he says that if that plan fails, he'll make small talk with the other team. Or, yeah. Yeah, if he can't switch sides, he'll make small talk and try to provoke them. Sometimes while I look for something. And then Mario points out Tenji's got to be at his breaking point, which he kind of is going crazy. And so, yeah, they just sleep. So, we've pretty much learned that what they managed to, or Mario goes off to take a bath. The guys don't know that, obviously, so Hyakutarou is supposed to go watch her, but yeah, obviously sees her taking a bath or in her underwear and freaks out and runs back. And that's when Yuichi pretty much yells that he found what he was looking for, so it tells Mario to run. So yeah, both of them take off running. The other team is chasing them. They end up on this like cliffside area pretty much, where Yuichi then pushes Mario off the side of the cliff as a distraction in order to be able to run back and give Tenji the food. And so yeah, that's when Yuichi manages to get Tenji food and water and stuff, and then pretty much explains the situation. So the next step is basically, he says, to break their bonds, basically. But yeah, he says the fact that he made it back to Tenji already means that the plan is halfway a success. So yeah, the two stop to save Mario pretty much. And so yeah, she kind of thinks about how Yuichi did say he was going to cause a distraction somehow, but she probably didn't think it was going to be punching her off the side of the thing. Yeah, method wasn't the best, but he did slow both of them down. So Tenji is saying that was a really risky gamble. So yeah, one stopped is highly likely the other would, because they're a team and their personalities and relationships and stuff he took into account. Because the one that's with Hyakutarou is always the one that's stopping him. Hyakutarou is the kindest person in the group. That's what Yuichi was looking for on the other team. So yeah, it says the other guy, Chisato, was always paying attention to Hyakutarou. His kind of personality is what you'd call deltonate or something. He's like Shibe, basically. He mouths off a lot, but inside he's actually jealous of them. And so yeah, he uses that against them, basically. And so now his other part of his plan, which is a honey trap, he says, using Mario, is the other part. And so yeah, then after explaining his plan to Tenji and giving him the food and stuff, Yuichi went back to Group K. And we end the episode off with Hyakutarou fighting with his team, or like arguing with them, and saying he wants to switch to Group C. So yeah, good episode. Hope y'all enjoy this reaction. If you do, make sure to leave a like, comment on the video, subscribe for more anime reaction reviews and manga reviews, and I'll see y'all next time. So yeah, later.